Hey guys, today I'm going to be making this Betty Crocker, who makes it. It's the Krispy Kreme donut cake mix, and it does come with the donut glaze included, so that's cool. I hate to tell you calories, but I will. A ninth of the cake prepared is 280 calories. That's not bad actually for cake. I mean, give me a break. This was $2.50 at Meijer, and that's the only place we've seen it. We looked at Walmart and places like that. We've never seen it anywhere else. I don't know if it's a Meijer exclusive. I doubt it, but that's the only place we've happened to see it. So you need your mix. You need 2/3 of a cup of water, 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil, and 2 eggs. So what I'm going to, and my oven is preheated to 325 because I have a dark non-stick pan. It is greased and floured, the best I can do. This is the closest thing I have to a bundt pan. I don't really have a bundt pan. This is more like looks like a tart pan, but that's as close as I have. I don't have a bundt pan. You can also do it in a 9x5 or an 8x4 loaf pan. I don't have one of those either. So this will be good enough. So we're gonna take basically put everything in the mixer and beat it for 30 seconds on medium, and then on medium for 2 minutes. So just like you would any other cake. If you don't drop on the floor. This is your glaze. Already comes pre-mixed, which is great because I hate mixing up glaze. It never comes out right. And here is your cake mix. I need a scissors. I'm thinking this is good. This is my guess. This is going to be a vanilla cake with some glaze. That does smell different. Smell it. It smells like donut. It doesn't have a vanilla cake smell, so that's good. Okay, we got this, and we've got our water. I'm literally just gonna pour everything in. We have our oil. And our 2 eggs. And I'm gonna get this on, I'm using my one clean hand. I'm gonna get this on and get it started mixing, and then I'll go wash my hands real quick. Because you want to unload, just kind of incorporate the powders. While that's doing that, let me wash my hands. All right, now I'm gonna pour it in my pan. And it basically goes into your pan, you pour it in your pan, you smooth it out, and you bake it. For a bundt pan, it's 25 to 30 minutes, or until a toothpick inserter comes out clean. And I'm gonna have to rotate this around a little bit. It's definitely not your typical batter smell. It smells different. Just gotta shake it. I should even it out. Okay, so for, like I said, a 12 cup bundt tube pan would be 25 to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna get this in. I'll probably set it for 25 and then we'll go from there, or until a toothpick comes out clean. So that's where I'm at now. Okay, this is what it looks like when it came out of the oven. Looks pretty good. The toothpick is clean. So we're gonna let this cool for 10 minutes. And once it's cool for 10 minutes, we're gonna take it out of the pan, and then we'll do our the drizzle of the topping, the glaze. Yeah, that's the word. So it has to cool for 10. We'll take it out, and then we'll do the glaze. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. It's cooled. Tammy came in here and commented it's not a very dark cake, and it's not. It's a pretty light cake. One thing I want to mention before we go too much further, well, I'll just flip this over. First of all, it smells like a donut. It really does. Second of all, this is probably not the best size pan to have done this with. This is the size loaf pan that you could have used. You can see this is a lot smaller than what that pan was. So I could have used that and it would have been perfectly fine, but it's whatever. It's good, it's just bigger, it's just thinner than what it should have been. A 12 cup bundt pan must have been pretty small. I mean, it must be one that's like this big round, you know, like a really small one. So yeah, what you do with the glaze is you take the glaze and you kind of knead it in your hand for just 10 times is what it says. Just knead it in your hand. I guess you gotta make sure it's all mixed together and hasn't settled. And then we're gonna take and cut a 1/4 inch tip from the corner. I wish they put a dotted line on there to show you what a 1/4 of an inch was, but I'm gonna say it's about like that. And then you basically drizzle this over the top, and it's gonna be interesting. This out a little bit more, probably not much more, but just a little bit, and then we'll be back to let you know what it tastes like.
Okay, we're here with the donut cake.
It looks just like a donut. It looks
like a donut. And I was telling Kevin, we have sprinkles. If we had put those colorful sprinkles all over it, it would have looked adorable. I didn't want to add any just because we're doing the review and I want to be able to review it the way it's intended to be.
And it is thinner than it probably should be.
It is, but
live and learn. That's the only pan we had, so that's what I used.
And I think if you had it like this, it would feed more people.
It would. I'm curious, if you done it in a loaf pan, you would, I guess, just put the glaze on the top. Well, you're going to take it out, wouldn't you? You would take it out of the loaf pan and put it on a plate of some kind, and the glaze would have just spread over it. Yeah, a couple of things I would have done different. I would have taken it out of the pan a little earlier so it would have been a little hotter so it would spread a little bit better. And use a smaller pan.
That tastes like a donut. I think that's delicious.
It's got a wonderful flavor.
And
good
it's
texture.
Still warm.
Yeah, it's got a good texture to it too. It's very fluffy.
It's very fluffy. That tastes just like a donut that you would buy in the bags, you know, at Walmart, in the grocery store, in any grocery store. Yes, that's what that tastes like. Except it's fresh from home. That's good.
It definitely is different than my theory was going to be just going to be a vanilla cake, and it's not. It does have a little bit of a donut-y flavor.
Yes, it's completely different, and I love the glaze on top.
Well, you don't mind.
I think. Honestly, I think if you wanted it to be really, really pretty, I think if I did it again, I would add sprinkles to the top. Because I think that would make it would just add another color to it, you know?
Yeah. If you would have done it in a loaf pan, you would have had to have sliced it.
Yeah.
Like slices instead of having a round. It would have just been like a piece of bread or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. It's not overly sweet either. It's not, I mean, it's sweet, but it's not like syrupy sweet.
Right.
It's good.
But that is delicious. Definitely worth getting. A lot of you told me it was out there. That's why I didn't want to say anybody's name specifically. Or Kevin didn't say anybody's name in the beginning. Is because a lot of people showed me this picture that it was out there. And I love this. If you all see it, you definitely need to try it because it is completely different. The flavor is different than a regular cake.
It is. It is. I would definitely try it. Just put it in don't use a big pan like I did. Use the right size pan.
But it's not bad. It's still delicious.
It's still delicious. It just needs to be big.
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching.